Hey guys, what up? It's Jeff from Urban Condo Spaces. Today's the very first day since the pandemic where I can say that the Seattle condo market is back. I'm going to tell you a little bit more, share some details with you, so follow along. All right, so as I mentioned, look, I think the recovery has been happening, and if you guys follow the blog, you would have seen that I've been talking about it quite a bit. The market is just kind of getting its legs again. It's pretty obvious to me that some people are, in fact, kind of moving back into the city and starting to think about buying a condo maybe before they start their job in the fall, like if they're at Amazon and they're going back in September. Or maybe some of these relocations are starting to take shape where people are finally kind of traveling back into the city to interview for new positions or what have you. But regardless, maybe it's just Seattleites getting around the idea that things are recovering. They're certainly recovering. I'm going to tell you why. You guys have seen those charts that I created. Basically, I keep a chart of active listings. I keep a chart of pending sales, week over week. And then I also kind of show you guys absorption, right? So how many new units are on the market versus how many units are pending. And then, kind of the number of sold units that then correspond to how active or how much sales velocity there is in the market. But either way, you can see in the curve of the active condo inventory week over week that we're basically back to where we were when I started keeping these stats in April. So in my view, it's not just the numbers, right? But it's like the pulse of the market. There's certainly things in Seattle that people, some of us anyway, are unhappy about, from a political standpoint or just, the way that we're maintaining some of the important issues in our city, whether it be homeless or crime or whatever. But that hasn't stopped the goals and aspirations of some people that are moving back into the city. Now, if you didn't see the blog post from last week, I'd encourage you to check that out. I actually went into detail on what categories and what stats I pay attention to week over week to kind of get a gauge of how the market, the temperature of the market is what I said in the blog post. So check that out. And then a couple other things. I'm in my new home office. Some of you guys may not have known I actually moved from my last place. So this is going to become the home office. It's not quite as put together as my last one was, but I'll be working on that. And then let's see what else. Just posted about the Bellevue condo market today. I think Bellevue is going to need a lot more inventory to meet the demand, the future demand of what's going on in the city. And then I'm excited just to enjoy all this great weather. So if you guys are doing something fun this week, comment below. Let me know what you're up to or where you're traveling. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you guys. I'm gonna post on here as frequently as I can, as much time as I have available. If I look tired, bags under my eyes, it's because, as some of you guys know, if you caught me on Instagram or whatever, we had a new baby. So that's kind of got me busy. But anyway, thanks for following along, guys. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.